Hey guys, I'll show you a little project I've been working on. I took some scrap lumber, an old plastic barrel. Only thing I've actually bought is some carriage bolts, nuts washers, pipe flange, and a couple of bearings and a metal rod. I'm making me a chicken plucker. I had to run out of welding wire, big wire, and went and got it, and I've got mine rigged up to flux weld, flux core wire, and I got just MIG wire. I'm out of gas, or I'd use it, but I couldn't weld this on. All I've got is just, this is the bottom of the barrel, and I kind of measured the diameter of it and took a couple of inches off of it, and found the center. Used a string for doing the old-fashioned way of how to draw a circle. But I just cut out the jigsaw, took a razor blade and trimmed it up, cleaned it up, and then took sandpaper, drilled some holes in it. You can see I draw out a grid, and everywhere the lines crossed I drilled a hole, except for in the middle. That's where my flange is bolted on it. Had to cut the sides off the flange to keep from hitting the bolts so that it would be flat. And I'm going to weld this rod. I took me 2 2x8 and I drilled holes in the 2x8s. You know, I found my center. You see these center lines. And I took a Forstner bit, drilled out my hole, and then took a wood chisel. And you can see it's just these little bearings you buy at Tractor Supply. You see how it turns. I want to spray some oil in there. This gives you a little bit better idea how I done it. And then on the bottom I've got a pulley. Well, I'm going to come over on this side. I've got an electric motor, and I'm going to mount it to this. And I'm going to try to rig it up to where I can slide it and adjust it. Or I might just try to, I've got some belts that I had bought for my tiller, and they were too big. I may try to get those to work somehow, I don't know. But that's basically all it is. I've already got a motor. I'm going to probably put this smaller pulley that's on the bottom, I'm going to take it off and put a bigger one on there, because the motor I have, it turns 1,725 rotations per minute, and I think they suggest like 800. So I've got a bigger pulley on the motor. I'm going to switch them out and put that pulley on this. And what it does is that bottom plate turns. It throws the chicken after you have scalded it in hot water for like a minute or so. You put it in here and turn it on, and it turns that turntable on the bottom, and it throws it into these. These are just rubber hoses pushed up on the end of carriage bolts, and it knocks the feathers off of them. There's one there I probably will have to replace. These are tough to get on there. I had an old pressure washer hose that the wand wasn't any good, and it was made into the wand. But I just took and I had these cut to 3 inches, and I had to trim them down a little bit because they stuck way out there, and I got to thinking there'd be no room for the chicken to be thrown. But I think, you know, the fingers that you buy, they look like they're really stiff, so I think this will be alright. And you know, that's what I've got going right now. Whenever I get some wire and get that welded up, I probably won't be going to town for another day or so, might be a day or two, but I'll show the finished product. And because I need to get rid of some roosters. I'm feeding a bunch of roosters, and you know, I need more hens, so I'm gonna have to buy some hens, I guess. Well guys, that's the Hooter 1176 chicken plucker, redneck style. Everything is made out of scraps, like I said, except for the shaft assembly and the bolts. The motor, I had traded around and picked it up somehow. Well guys, thanks for watching.